Here we are, this is who we are.
Hey everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I am Ryan, and over here is Nathan.
That was such a good transition, Ryan.
Yes, just trying to do the best I can on this channel, Nathan. I always say things that are wrong, and I'm going to try very hard to never ever say anything wrong. So everyone on YouTube, when they comment, they'll be like, "Oh, you said everything perfectly, and I have nothing to say to you regarding what you said." That'd be great. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
The fact that people surf channels just to
know,
find ways to correct things, that just blows my mind. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, people who truly know us, Nathan, and who have enjoyed our journey and our 100+ videos on YouTube of Beyonce will know that we love Beyonce. We enjoy her. She literally is one of the most amazing, beautiful celebrity, whatever you want to call women, that I've ever experienced. I've watched movies throughout the years. I've listened to female artists throughout the years, and she is literally still in my heart. Like, yeah, I'm a huge fan. Absolutely.
There's like a spell that's cast on you a little bit when you listen to her speak, when you hear her talk. I get that, and I also feel I'm kind of like if you want to use, I hate this word when people, I mean influencer, but I'm influenced by Beyonce's just approach to things, her take on life. There's a bit of some of her philosophy even. I feel like I'm starting to feel connected. So yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a Patreon request, Nathan, from Orlando. And I think this is the final kind of behind the scene regarding the visual album. And then we're going to be moving on to other stuff. Yes, in her discography. I believe the next one is Lemonade, but stand by for that. We haven't really decided yet. I don't know. I keep saying that we don't know. Even our Patreon fandom they're divided. People are yelling at us to do On the Run and make that Patreon only, which is not a bad idea. So we might do something like that. So maybe we'll do consecutive, one day we'll do On the Run part 1, and then we'll do part 1 of Lemonade.
Keep it on Patreon.
So something like that. Anyway, so we'll stand by for that. Either way, patrons will get everything. That's all I can say. Patrons will get everything. So this is I guess it's like a question and answer thingamajiggy. I don't know where it's being held. I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. I guess Beyonce is going to be asked a question. She's going to answer that question, and then we're going to listen to her answer, and then we'll talk about her answer and move on to the next question. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wow. Oh, so it's like a screening, I guess, of the album in a theater.
Oh, okay.
That'd be cool with the sound system and everything, big screen. Beyonce there.
Cheapers.
Hey, Beyonce, that was fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Hey. Thank you guys so much for coming. This is a project that I didn't think was possible, actually. I've never done anything so brave in my life, and the amount of personal growth from this project is unlike anything I've ever done. I took all of my insecurities.
It's interesting. She sounds a little nervous. Not in about. You can hear a little bit of nerves in her voice.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if I've ever heard her sound this nervous.
But I have a theory. It's not because she's nervous to be in front of people. I think because this is a very personal thing. Yes. And so by presenting a very personal thing, now I don't know if she's shown the film yet or not regarding this part of her speaking, but assuming the crowd hasn't seen the album yet, she could be nervous about premiering this very personal thing.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there.
Okay.
All of my doubts, all of my fears, and everything I've learned, I applied it into this project. And, it's interesting how motherhood changes you, and it changes your perspective on life. I took all the things that I wanted to change about myself and all the things I wanted to share, and I put it into this record. I'm very proud of it. But more than the music, I'm proud of myself as a woman for taking the risk. And the biggest message is owning your imperfections and all the things that make you interesting, because I refuse to allow someone to put me in anybody's box.
Well, I wasn't going to make a joke about being in somebody else's box because that would be. But I won't do it, Nathan. I'm not doing it. This is serious.
I'm so glad you kept that inside your head and didn't say it out loud, Ryan.
So some of you guys wrote really beautiful questions and funny questions.
Hi, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Meg.
And we are wondering, what was the hardest thing to keep a secret about your new album?
Thank you.
Love you.
How come we could ask a question? Wouldn't that be fun if we did the exact same video, just like that, me looking over your shoulder? Hi, Beyonce. It's Ryan and Nathan.
Well, it was many things. Oh my God, it was so hard. And I still, every single day, I've gotten on my knees and thank God that this happened. It was a lot of craziness we went through. One of the things, I had an earbud in the videos.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
basically
right.
the song would be playing for me and the director. For instance, EXO, we're walking through Coney Island and everyone's screaming and I'm trying to lip sync to the lyrics. I can barely hear anything and I look completely out of my mind because I'm like, and people are like, hey, Beyonce! And I'm like, but we went through a lot of things to keep it sacred and to keep the surprise because it's something missing and it's such a joy and it's something I was able to experience growing up. And I really, really wanted to surprise people and for them to really just hear the art and it not be about the hype and the promotion. And we actually did it. And it just says, it says so much about my team. I started my own company.
Okay, so yeah, so a lot of people, of course, a lot of our patrons, people on YouTube told us about the earpiece thing. So that's probably where they heard it was from this Q&A here. Thanks for spoiling it.
Yeah.
I'm just, but it was really, but it's cool to hear her talk about her experience of just like, even as like she's like she recognizes like it must look ridiculous. I'm just running around. But yeah, I'm sure people kind of probably caught on that she's filming something and we just can't hear it. But yeah.
It would have been such, I know I said this in the video, but it would have been such a trip to be there and be like, oh, she's just going through the crowd. She's not like, it's not one of those like, okay, everybody sectioned off and I'll just come and shake people's hands. She's going like right through the crowd. So that would be, that would just be crazy, really.
Oh yeah, for sure. And people are saying that this is interesting. We caught it ourselves. So yeah, she actually is known for not being very comfortable public speaking. It's funny how there's a difference. But now, I have a theory between somebody like Beyonce, who obviously performs in front of tens of thousands of people at once. Public speaking, the difference is, especially when she's not reading anything, and I would suspect, but public speaking is a different beast. I actually have no problem public speaking. But I would be terrified to perform, like to do a dance, to do kind of like I'm dancing. For example, I'll tell you really quickly, very, very quickly here. What I mean is like I was a drill instructor in the military. I would teach classes to the recruits to the in basic training. Like I would teach them about this or that. I'd be in front of 60 students in front of the classroom teaching. Blah, blah, answering questions, boom, boom, talking, making, having fun. The kind of how I, having fun, being very personable. But then I would have to teach drill. And drill is like you have to do precise movements, all this stuff. You have to teach that class of drill as well. And I hated it. I was so freaking nervous performing the drill movements because now they're watching me do my drill movements. You get what I'm saying? So it's like dance movements. You have to move it a certain way and everyone's watching you. The other instructors are watching you perform the drill. Now I could teach the drill. I could verbalize the drill, no problem. But now performing the drill, I'm sweating, like sweat dripping from my knuckles as I'm holding the weapon because I'm so nervous. So that's what I mean. So yeah, public speaking, not an issue. Performing a movement that people are analyzing that movement, no way. I hate it.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm like mediocre at both.
No, I've seen you perform AC/DC cover rock.
And my father taught me so much. When I decided to manage myself, it was important that I didn't go to some big management company. I felt like, I wanted to follow the footsteps of Madonna and be a powerhouse and have my own empire and show other women when you get to this point in your career, you don't have to go sign with someone else and share your money and your success. You do it yourself.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, she shouldn't share. She runs the show.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no question.
But interesting, she did acknowledge what her dad taught her, and then the breakup, so to speak, was more of just like, Dad, I'm doing this on my own.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was very much around the idea that she wanted her dad back. I think that's what
we talked about that. It was like, he's not my manager, he's my dad now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found a team of underdogs, a team of women, a team of people that no one believed in. And we worked together and we stayed up all night and we were progressive and we did not follow the rules. And we said, why can't we do it? I said to so many people, I have an idea to do a visual album and I want to, and it was like, okay. And we did it.
Yes. Yes.
And not only did we do it, it's my company. And I'm very proud of that. I forgot what the question was. I answered it.
Hey, Miss Carter. Hey, Miss Carter. We were wondering what inspired you to be so open with your personal life on this album compared to your previous albums.
Like in the songs Mine, Partition, and Drunken Love, what was the story behind it?
That was a real politically correct way of asking. I've always been very generous on the stage. And I took all of my pain, all of my joy, and I used it in my performance. And I think it just took me no longer being someone's child. Once I became a mother, I felt like I could tear down those fourth walls. I felt like I could no longer create my art for other people. So I just felt like it was time.
Hey, Beyonce, I'd just like to know what we.
It was going to say regarding her sharing and that side of her. It's just funny how she talked about how this album is very personal. Like the world where she doesn't know about Lemonade. Even we know about
what's coming.
Storm
that's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels like Beyonce's like at the top of her game here.
Right.
Like,
I know.
She's done the unthinkable. She's got an entirely female run and managed team, plus everyone on stage. Like there's just she couldn't really do any better, and it just comes like a
yeah. We haven't listened to Lemonade fully yet or seen the visual album, of course. I will say it's unfortunate, but that's the crazy thing about art and songs or in general is like it's amazing how many incredible performances of song have come from pain.
Yeah.
Or struggle. That idea of struggling and working through whatever it is you're working through and you create art from that. It's weird how the human experience has created some of those incredible stuff from the struggle.
Yeah.
At the time when you decided to release your album, because I'm not gonna lie, I went crazy. I kicked a table and broke my foot. So that's my question.
I just got off the stage. It was 11:30 once I took off, and I had a glass of wine, and my cousin Angie was like, "Girl, you all right?" Because I was talking to myself, because I was terrified. I was so scared, and I already envisioned the worst things that.
You can really hear it in her voice. Like there's something really
human,
human, but also this is what I expect Beyonce to be like. Like if you were to have a conversation with her, you would both feel like, oh, I'm meeting the human Beyonce, and I don't feel like she's trying to one up me or, as my son says all the time, flex. She's not trying to there's nothing about this the way she's presenting herself here that feels like, look at me, I'm the best, and look at all these great things I've done. It feels, that's exactly where I was going with that cosmic mind. Kind of an introvert.
I agree with you totally, Nathan, regarding this. And I think it's a combination with her. It's the vulnerability that she's expressing. This is a very personal thing. And I think what we're also hearing is a mixture of excitement. I think she's also very excited to share this or have shared it. I don't know if she's already shown the film yet. But yeah, I think we're just seeing this non-performative part of her, the real part of her, which I really love to see. And I wish we saw more of this. I'm almost having just as much fun just watching her talk as I am watching these big productions and concerts. I like just watching her and listening to her. Like, I like listening to you, Beyonce. The people that work around her and her husband, they're very fortunate and blessed just to kind of chill with Beyonce and hear her and just her way she talks, the soothing voice that she has. I don't know, man. I'm just enamored by her. Like, this is just cool to watch her on stage talk.
That could happen. I'm like, people are going to hate it. Why didn't I say anything? But no, I mean, it's just things that we all go through. It's just human. I was just really nervous because this was a huge risk. When I landed, I saw it actually live on iTunes, and you're just waiting for the first comment the next morning.
See, Nathan, she reads the comments. She's a human. Yeah. Well, because you're presenting something. We don't do anything we're idiots what we present. But yeah, there's a part of you is like, it's not like you want to be. I want people to like me, but there's a sense of validation. Like, am I totally talking on my butt here? Or, oh, okay. People are okay with what we have to say or do. So yeah, she's even waiting. Oh, here comes the first reviews or the first comments. Brace yourself. Yeah. And she recognizes there's always going to be haters, but she wants to know what her audience thinks, not the haters. She wants to know what her fans think.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll say that about us. Like the comments that sting the most are the ones who used to like us, who don't anymore. Those are the ones that sting the most. I admit, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. The people that did know us or, know us, and they're the ones like, well, I'm done with you guys. Okay. Well,
I just was. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
So what's up, B? My question: who is Yonce? I mean, whoever she is, we love her. I love her, but who is Yonce? Is she like Sasha? Is she an alter ego? What's going on?
Is that referring to the song Yonce? The song, there was a song called Yonce, remember? I think you might be talking about the song Yonce. Okay. Like, who is Yonce? I think that's what he's referring to. Like, so who is the song about? Maybe we'll see her answer here.
Well, Dream actually came up with Yonce. We were in the studio and Justin Timberlake started beating on buckets. It was really organic. It reminded me of being in middle school during the lunch breaks when you just start freestyling. We went back and forth, and I was very adamant about keeping it organic because that whole feeling is what's so beautiful about it. And Dream just started, Yonce all on his mouth like liquor. And I'm like, what does that mean? I think Yonce is Beyonce. Miss Carter is Beyonce. Sasha Fierce is Beyonce. And I'm finally at a place where I don't have to kind of separate the two anymore. We're all one. Wow. It's all pieces of me, just different elements of a personality of a woman, because we are complicated. Thank you, guys.
Oh man, I bet you that went longer.
Regarding our YouTube audience, thanks for watching this with us, guys. We obviously said what we wanted to say throughout this experience. So thanks to Orlando for this request. It was amazing. I love watching Beyonce just being herself and talking about her own insecurities, successes, all the things that she was worried about. She's human, just like the rest of us, but just a little bit better than the rest of us. So, yeah.
Oh, she's the queen of all the humans.
She's the queen. She's the queen.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, Orlando. We will see you on a future Beyonce reaction.